Hi, this is Sri with a review of the Puma lamelo mb.03. What a stupid, freaking annoying name that is. Just lamelo or something, man. Yeah, the name just kills me every time I look at it. Yeah, this is the third one, but it looks almost exactly like the first one, and the cushioning got a bit worse than the first one. Weight wise, it's heavier. It feels heavier than the first one. For size 9.5, it weighs about 440 grams, but it feels much heavier than what the digits show. It's very clunky. Um, yeah, fit wise, it's kind of narrow, kind of short, so I would suggest going half a size up at least. If you have a very narrow foot and you like the tight, scrunching fit, then you can go true to size. It's got all these scratches all around. It's what is lamelo playing for the Raptors or the Grizzlies? Is still playing for the Hornets? There's no sign of Hornety goodness anywhere. But the design interesting. But the silhouette and everything overall, it's basically like Kyrie 1 design, which was a lamelo ball design, lamelo 1 design, melo 1 design. The melo 1 felt okay because the forefoot cushioning and the heel, you could actually feel something, some softness there. The second one, they've actually said they had a tech upgrade and they put some kind of an extra tiny little spongy foam, the nitro foam or whatever on the forefoot, but didn't feel much different from the one. This feels like the hardest, the most rigid, the most shitty one among the three. The heel, you can feel a bit of a compression and cushioning, and it also feels elevated. On the forefoot, it's not low to the ground, but it feels clunky and hard, clog-like stiffness. If you want this kind of a cushioning, firm, clunky forefoot and rigid but somewhat bouncy heel, it feels not different, if not better than Light Strike setup for Adidas. Adidas, especially because the Dames and the Dawn issue 4, for some reason they've had some hardness in the forefoot more so than the heel. So yeah, it's exactly how this feels like. This is just a more expensive, more colorful version of the Dame 8 or the Dawn issue 4. I would say they're better than this in terms of cushioning. They're trying something new, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it's an improvement. In fact, the Scoot Henderson kind of player exclusive thing, the signature model that came out before this, I didn't have high praise for it because they actually use something like the Hyperburst foam like they used in Skechers, but it didn't feel that substantial. But still, it's got a lot more tech infused cushioning than this one. This feels like, yeah, but like a budget shoe. The outsole pattern kind of reminds you of the two ways, and just like that, they're pretty good. And they don't have a prominent outrigger, but it's a pretty wide base. But still, I could have used something a little bit more here. Not that unstable, but not that substantial in terms of preventing ankle rollovers. Padded well all around, so ergo, not very breathable. The heel cup is very firm, and the clutching, the padding all around it's good, well padded. So yeah, is that the best thing that this shoe has to offer? Well padded uppers and heel and ankle area. The cushioning, if you feel it right out of the box, you feel like that's not too bad. That's because about 50% of the cushioning is coming from this orso-like kind of insole with well-controlled density, which is kind of firm, and but at the same time it enhances the cushioning. But you know that gives almost immediately once you start walking or running in them, because they compress like a sponge and bounce back slowly later. They're just supposed to mold to your foot, not provide additional cushioning, which is the placebo sensation that you get when you slide your foot into this. Like Under Armour, Puma makes good running shoes to continue to evolve in the running shoes department, but basketball shoes, Old Pro was quite impressive, but after that, it's been kind of mediocre disappointment all the way. This is their flagship model, and lamelo ball is, you know, their main guy, but also lamelo ball, I think he kind of maybe plateaued early. Doesn't look like he's gonna show much more than what he has shown in his first 2 seasons. At least that's how I feel. Yeah, what else can I say about this shoe? If you like this kind of a setup, if you can get the mb.01 or the 2 cheap, go get them. But if, you know, you don't really fancy lamelo ball, or you don't really need a Puma, but you like the setup, actually something better than this, I would say, uh, slightly lesser traction but better cushioning would be the Dawn Issue 4 or the Dame 8. Better traction, better cushioning, go for the Trey Young 3. And they're going on sale, crazy sale these days. So this shoe, clunky, heavy, um, actually feels like the New Balance shoe, the first Kawaii, the first shoe, uh, Omni 1, that's also pretty firm, rigid, uh, clunky, kind of similar. So it's not an improvement, not a lot of, I don't know, are they trying to ditch Lamelo? Are they trying to push him to a different brand? I don't know, but this is, yeah, loud, no substance, no progress. It's like a slight retooling of the first one, and it's a lesser version of the first one.